Do you? The way means virtue. It is first necessary to compare the political leadership of nations at war. Mei Yao Chen. The quest regarding political leadership is, who is able to win the hearts of the people? Hao Yangji. The ancient classic of documents says, the one who treats me well is my leader, the one who treats me cruelly is my enemy. The question is, which side has a humane government and which side has a cruel government? Zhang Yu. First, compare the political leadership of the two nations at war in terms of which one has the way of benevolence and good faith. Then examine the military leadership, who has intelligence, trustworthiness, humaneness, bravery, and sternness. Now observe which side has the environmental advantages. Cao Cao. Set up rules that are not to be broken. Do not fail to punish any offenders. Du Mu. When it comes to establishing rules and regulations, everyone high and low should be treated alike. Du Yu. Compare whose orders are the more effective, whose subordinates do not dare disobey. Mei Yao Chen. Make everyone equal under the law. Wang Ji. See who is able to make rules clear and commands easy to follow, so that people listen and obey. Du Mu. On the matters of strength and training. When superior and subordinate are in harmony, equally brave in battle, that makes for strength. Du Yu. Know whose armaments are more effective and whose troops are carefully chosen and well trained. As it is said, if soldiers do not practice day to day on the front lines, they will be fearful and hesitant. If generals do not practice day to day on the front lines, they will not know how to adapt. Du Mu. Turning to the subject of punishments and rewards. Rewards should not be out of proportion. Punishments should not be arbitrary. Du Yu. Know whose system of rewards and for the good and punishments for the bad is clearly defined. As it is said, if rewards are immoderate, there will be expenditure that does not result in gratitude. If punishments are immoderate, there will be slaughter that does not result in awe. Mei Yao Chen. When people deserve reward, this should be duly noted, even if you personally detest them. When people deserve punishment, this should not be foregone, even if they are close to you. Cao Cao. Summing up. By assessing these 7 things, you can know who will be victorious and who will be defeated. Mei Yao Chen. If you can find out the real conditions, then you will know who will prevail. Zhang Yu. If you are superior in all of these 7 things, you have won before you have even done battle. If you are inferior in all these 7 things, you have lost even before you go into battle. Therefore, it is possible to know the victor beforehand. Master Sun. Assess the advantages in taking advice, then structure your forces accordingly to supplement extraordinary tactics. Forces are to be structured strategically based on what is advantageous. Cao Cao. Structure depends on strategy. Strategy is determined according to events. Master Sun. A military operation involves deception. Even though you are competent, appear to be incompetent. Though effective, appear to be ineffective. Cao Cao. A military operation has no standard form. It goes by way of deception. Mei Yao Chen. Without deception, you cannot carry out strategy. Without strategy, you cannot control the opponent. Wang Ji. Deception is the purpose of seeking victory over an enemy. To command a group requires truthfulness. Wang Ji. Deception is for the purpose of seeking victory over an opponent. To command a group requires truthfulness. Zhang Yu, while strong in reality, appear to be weak, while brave in reality, appear to be cowardly. This method was effective against the Huns. Li Quan. Li Quan told a story of how one of the generals of the Han dynasty rebelled and joined forces with the Huns. The emperor sent 10 scouts to observe them, and all reported that they could be effectively attacked. The emperor then sent Lu Jing, who reported that, on the contrary, the Huns could not be effectively attacked. When the emperor asked him why, he replied, "When two countries are at a standoff, they should be flaunting their strengths. When I went, all I saw were the feeble and the elderly. Surely they are competent, yet appearing to be incompetent, so I consider it unfeasible to attack." The emperor was wroth. He punished Lu Jing for getting in his way, and personally set out with a large contingent. They were hemmed in by the Huns, however, and cut off from supplies for 7 days. This, concluded Li, is the meaning of an army appearing to be weak. Du Mu. This is a matter of deceptively concealing your state. You should not let the opponent see what state you are in, for if the enemy sees your condition, he will surely have a response. An example of this is when the Huns let the emissaries of Han only see the feeble and the old. Du Yu. This means that when you are really competent and effective, you outwardly appear to be incompetent and ineffective, so as to cause the enemy to be unprepared. Wang Ji. When strong, appear weak. Brave, appear fearful. Orderly, appear chaotic. Full, appear empty. Wise, appear foolish. Many, appear to be few. Advancing, appear to retreat. Moving quickly, appear to be slow. Taking, appear to leave. In one place, appear to be in another. Zhang Yu. When you are going to do battle, make it seem as if you are retreating. When you are going to hasten, make it seem as if you are relaxing. Master Sun. When you are going to attack nearby, make it look as if you're going to go a long way. When you are going to attack far away, make it look as if you're going just a short distance. Li Quan. This is to cause the opponent to be unprepared. Master Sun. Draw them in with the prospect of gain. Take them by confusion. Mei Yao Chen. If they are greedy, lure them with goods. Zhang Yu. Show them a little prospect of gain to lure them, then attack and overcome them. Du Mu. When the enemy is confused, you can use this opportunity to take them. Jilin. I would have crafty interlopers confuse them, then wait for them to fall into disarray in order to take them. Zhang Yu. Use deception to throw them into confusion, lead them on in order to take them. When the states of Wu and Yue were at war with each other, Wu sent out 3,000 criminals to give an appearance of disorder so as to lure Yue. Some of the criminals ran, some of them gave up. The Yue army fought with them, only to be defeated by the army of Wu. Master Sun. When they are fulfilled, be prepared against them. When they are strong, avoid them. Du Mu. If the enemy's government is fulfilled, meaning that there is mutual love between the rulers and the ruled, there is clarity and trustworthiness in the system of rewards and punishments, and the soldiers are well trained. Then you should be on guard against them. Do not wait for a clash to make your preparations. When the enemy's military is strong, you should avoid them for the time being, waiting until they slack off, watching for an opening to attack. If the enemy does not stir, is complete and fulfilled, then you should prepare carefully. Fulfill yourself too, so as to be ready for them. Ho Yang Ji. If you only see fulfillment in the enemy, and do not see any gap, then you should build up your power to be prepared. Zhang Yu. A classic says, struggling with them, you find out where they have plenty and where they are lacking. Having plenty is what is meant by being fulfilled. Lacking is what is meant by having gaps. Once the military power of the adversary is full, you should treat them as if they were unbeatable and not attack lightly. As a military guide says, when you see a gap, then advance. When you see fullness, then stop. Jialin. For the weak to control the strong, it is logistically necessary to await a change. Do you? When their storehouses are full and their soldiers are in top form, then you should withdraw in order to watch for an opening when they relax, observing any changes and responding to them. Master Sun. Use anger to throw them into disarray. Cao Cao. Wait for them to become decadent and lazy. Li Quan. When the military leadership is often angered, its strategy is easily thrown into confusion, for its nature is unstable. Du Mu. When their military leadership is obstreperous, you should irritate them to make them angry, and then they will